Novacek pitch missed just low as the count moves to 1-2. Yeah, I agree with you there, Stokes. Playing, the middle of the infield, even after seeing an attempted bunt by Rogers, and it's going to be a throw down to first from Novacek. We saw that a lot in the 4th inning where Mian, he was sitting at an 0-1 count, and Novacek threw to first 4 times before Mian got another pitch. That one going to be hit foul down the third baseline. This time going to go all the way out to the bullpen, just underneath the wall. And returning to first is Livingston.
Got to remember, too, you also have 2 strikes on the batter, and you don't really see a lot of 2-strike bunts unless the coaches are really sold on the hitter's ability to bunt the ball.
Ball flied out into right. Underneath it is Frost, and he will record the first out of the inning. 1 down now for Wichita State. Still 1 runner on. Livingston standing on first. And that'll bring up Hayworth. Lane Hayworth last night had the lone run for Wichita State. He hit it right out into the little they're not bleachers out there. They're seats with.
It's like a patio.
Yeah, it's the Pepsi home run terrace out there. He hit it out to the terrace last night. As that ball hit in for.
I like the patio better. Pepsi patio. That's got a ring to it.
Well, you got to have. Just kind of rolls off the tongue.
Pepsi patio?
Pepsi patio,
Pepsi terrace seems forced. I like Pepsi patio.
Swinging strike from Hayworth. 0-2 count for the Shocker. Hayworth on the season batting .237, down to a .231, and that one going to miss the outside part of the strike zone. With runners on, Hayworth, he's batting .368, which is 130 points higher than what he's batting on the season. Novacek, another throw to first. That's his 6th throw since he's come in to first base.
Yeah, Novacek is not liking what the leads of Wichita State are taking, and I wonder if some of that has to do is he just not super comfortable with the pop time that Helixo's getting. There he goes.
And Helixo getting the ball, going to be safe. Helixo looked like he might have bobbled the ball trying to pick it up, and
Rhett Stokes wants him to. He threw the hands to the ears, and let's take a look at this one. Helixo dropping the ball. Yeah, he was in there.
Yeah, he
left hand got in there pretty quickly.
Yeah, Helixo, the ball just thrown a little bit high. I think if that ball is thrown a little bit lower, then Carey going to be able to get it down, and that ball is going to be a blooper out into right center field. Coming around from third base is Livingston, and he will get in as a stand-up run. And it'll be an RBI single for Lane Hayworth.
Lane Hayworth knocking one in there. That was a nice knock off the end of the bat there, splitting the gap, making 2 outfielders converge on it. And that's a nice piece of hitting. Didn't turn on that one too much and try and send that out to left field. Recognize there was a runner on second base. You're a lot more likely to score that runner if it's hit out to right field rather than left field, and that's a good piece of hitting there from Hayworth.
So now tying run for Wichita State is on first, as we're going to have a catcher's meeting. Helixo wanted to come out with Novacek, and Novacek, like we mentioned, he started out his outing tonight with 2 straight strikeouts, but since then he hasn't recorded a strikeout. He's allowed 3 hits, an earned run, and 2 walks.
Yeah, Novacek, you get that confidence real quickly, and it can go in a flash. That's just kind of how baseball is. Their success can be stricken from you really quick. And I remember old coach used to tell me that baseball is a game of failure. I mean, think about this. You get a hit 3 out of 10 times, and you usually have a Hall of Fame trajectory.
Baseball, definitely, you giveth and you taketh away.
I like giveth and taketh, and now Rob Childers is going to come out, so bonus meeting. And I think some of this is to buy some time down there for Blackowitz.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, we were mentioning how we thought TJ Coates might be in for a little bit longer, but Nebraska taking the option to take him out early. Prince slowing the pace of the game down, working on Cambridge. Jelani Cambridge almost getting the ball out. Out to Logan Nisley, to Markowski inside the paint. Back out to Prince, thought about the three, thinks better of it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Fans might have wanted a foul to get Markowski to the line. Not going to get it. Still tied at 21 apiece. As a missed shot by Gray. Rebound by Prince. Callan Hake for the open three. That one with a lot of heat on it. Goes right off the back of the rim. Chance Gray now. Gives it out to Cambridge. Jelani Cambridge finds Thierry. Thierry to Asia Petty. And Asia Petty, her shot won't go. So Ohio State started off quickly, but no points for either team now in the last minute.
Yeah, Ohio State's also really ramped up the defensive energy. They're getting passing lanes and really making it tough.
Brett Prince for a three off the top of the key, no good. That ball recovered by the Buckeyes. Jelani Cambridge bringing it down very quickly. Gives it out to Thierry. Thierry to McMahon for three, no good. Rebound by Hake. Full court press not in effect for the Buckeyes. We haven't seen it yet here in the second quarter. Saw it a lot in the first quarter. A couple Huskers getting ready to check in over at the scorer's table. Next time we have dead ball. Brett Prince for three off the deep right corner, no good. Nebraska, all of their last three in this quarter. Petty out to Gray on the right wing. Gray finds a lane, works on Callan Hake. That foul going to be called on Hake.
Yeah, just sliding her feet. Try to slide her feet, get in position, which is too late. Nebraska already 0 for 4 from 3 this quarter. They're getting decent looks, but Ohio State's made it a lot tougher.
Brett Prince and Markowski will check out for Birdie Rimdahl and Petra Bojan. At the line, shooting two for Ohio State is going to be Chance Gray. She's got 2 points on the night, 1 for 5 from the floor. First one, no good. Crowd getting loud for a chance at a free t-shirt as Ohio State gets the second one, so Gray goes 1 for 2 at the line. As McMahon will check out for now. Callan Hake will bring it across the timeline. Petrie also into the game for the Cornhuskers. Bojan at the charity stripe finds Rimdahl. Rimdahl had a lane, but it was taken away by 3 different Ohio State players. Big three from Jess Petrie. She gets her first points of the night and gives Nebraska the 24-22 lead. Ohio State trying to find a response. Jelani Cambridge works out to the top of the key, now over to the left wing. Gives the ball to Kennedy Cambridge. That ball stolen away by Callan Hake. Getting a hand on it was Petra Bojan. Finds Rimdahl. Rimdahl with a lane. Cut off by Petty.
Yeah, Nebraska's starting to play with some more pace now.
Callan Hake over on the left wing. Finds an open lane. Dishes it out to Rimdahl for a left corner three. That one goes in and out. Rebound by Bojan for the second chance point. Petra Bojan gets the Nebraska to a 26-22 lead. Callan Hake with the quick steal. And Nebraska on fire offensively and defensively. Rimdahl thought about the three. Just drives in for 2 points. And Nebraska with 7 quick points after the Ohio State free throw. And that's going to cause an Ohio State timeout. Hallie Bargan back to serve for the Wildcats. Wildcats looking to go up 2-0. Ball dug up by the libero, blocked by the combination of Reagan Myers and Ava Kirchhoff from Superior, and they'll take a 2-0 lead.
And so I did a little bit of research. She's close to top 50. The top 50 list ends at 840, so she's close. She could definitely get it today if she keeps this up, getting 8 kills in a set. If she can get this, and especially if it goes to 5 sets as well. If she can keep this up, she could potentially be in the national record book.
Yeah, Myers, 8 kills already today. She's been averaging 33 throughout the tournament. Service error from the libero, Schluter. Superior now with a 3-1 lead over EMF. Jordan Duncan back to serve now. The junior right hitter for Superior. Her serve clean over the net, dug up by EMF, and Hosse's kill long. And Superior now with a 4-1 lead here in set 2.
If Hosse were to get that kill, she'd actually be at 8 kills as well. You know, we haven't really talked about her, but she has been incredible for EMF as well. You know, just it's kind of unfortunate the team hasn't been able to compete as well as Superior so far, but this team is just as good.
Hosse with another kill attempt off the hands of number 4 senior Faith Butler, and that'll give Superior a 4-2 lead as the Bobcats pick up the point.
Yeah, and now as I said, Cadence Hosse right now has 8 kills, tied with Reagan Myers so far. So both these players have been elite, as we were talking about earlier. You know, to expect a lot from both of those players to be the main factor on both teams.
Now Myers' kill blocked as EMF trying to send it over. Hosse's kill dug up by Hallie Bargan. Out to Myers. Myers' kill brought back over by Hosse, and she'll get the kill. Schluter set it all up, and Hosse gets her 9th kill of the game, and it's 4-3 Superior.
Cadence Hosse has all 3 of the points so far. She has been elite in this set.
Back to serve is Lily Jeffries, and that ball going to drop on the EMF side. Point Wildcats as they take a 5-3 lead.
Reagan Myers kind of firing back. I mean, she's probably not looking at the stats right now, but like, you know, you gotta imagine maybe she's trying to, no, I need the most kills this game.
And the sophomore libero, Mia Gardner's serve going to go right into the net. And it'll be a 5-4 lead now for Superior. But yeah, you have to wonder if she knows where she is with her numbers. But you have to imagine that's not what she's thinking about right now. As that ball saved by EMF. A great job there from Sayla Peterson to keep that one in the air. But the Wildcats ultimately going to get the point as it's 6-4 Superior.
Reagan Myers gets another one up on the board, and now she's set to serve.
Excuse me, that was Lily Jeffries on the save from the back row. But Sarah Myers serve right to libero Schluter. Set up for a kill from EMF, and that kill going to be blocked. And the ball goes underneath the net, and it's 7-4 Wildcats.
You know, we've seen this especially in the first set when Reagan Myers takes that set, especially on the back rows, and she can really do it all. You know, it allows her to be able to get the digs as well. You know, that is when Superior is at its best and when it keeps the rallies going.
Superior getting the ball, trying to get the ball over, going to be blocked out of bounds by EMF on the kill attempt from Hallie Bargan.